Hello students, I hope you all are good and fine. So students, in our last video we have discussed about some concepts relating our subsidiary books, and in which one of our book is cash book. I have sent you the details or the theory regarding cash book, and in the last video we have stressed upon cash book. So today now we are going to start to prepare single column cash book. It means there will be only one column of amount for cash transactions. Okay, so here are our transactions which we will have to record in our cash book. Okay, so the date is 2017 March 1st, commenced business with cash. It means we have started a business by investing the cash. So the entry will be cash account debit to capital account, because whenever the amount is invested, the entry will be cash account debit to capital account. Okay, so we will transfer this entry in the cash book. So students, this is the format of our cash book. On the debit side, I am writing here debit and here credit, and this is our cash book. In last video we have already seen that 5 columns are on the debit side and 5 columns again are on the credit side. Okay, so students, whenever the cash account has been debited, the amount will be written here. Okay, and whenever the cash account has been credited, it means whenever the cash is going out of the business, this will be recorded here. Okay, so first entry is that cash account debit to capital account. So I am first writing the date here, 2017 March 1st. So students, this will start as to and by. Means if we are writing any particular item on debit side, we will write to, and if we are writing any amount on the credit side, we will write by. Okay, so the entry will be cash account debit to capital account. So it will be written as to capital, and we will fill the amount here. The amount is 20,000. Okay, so the entry will be cash account debit to capital account, 20,000. Okay, now come to the another one. Next one is bought goods for cash, rupees 5,000. It means we are purchasing the goods and paying cash. It means it's a payment. So it will be written on the buy side, and the date is March 2. So on the buy side I am writing 2017 2nd of March by purchase account. It means if we will do the entry, then what we will write, purchase account debit to cash account. Okay, so it will become 5,000 amount. Okay, so here the cash account is credited, so purchase account is debited, and if cash account is credited, we will write on the credit side. Okay, by purchase. See students, whenever we are making any book, we will not write the same name. It means if we are preparing the cash book, cash will be not mentioned here and cash will be not mentioned here also. It means we will not write to cash and we will not write by cash. Okay, whenever it means any book we are preparing, the name of that particular book will not be entered in his own book. Okay, so now let's come to the third transaction. So the third one is March 5th, sold goods for cash. It means we are selling goods, and by sales we will get the cash. It means we will receive the cash of rupees 4,000. Okay, so we will write it on the to side because the cash is debited here, and whenever the cash is debited, it will be written on the debit side. So it will become March 5th to sales. Means the entry will be cash account debit to sales account, rupees 4,000. Okay, Now come to the next one, that is on the date March 10, goods purchased from Ravi on credit. So students, we are purchasing goods on credit. It means the cash is neither going out and nor coming in. Okay, so this entry will be recorded in the journal proper. In the journal proper, not in our cash book. Okay. Next is paid to Ravi. Okay, we are now paying cash to Ravi amounting rupees 7,000. It means the cash is going out from our business, that we need to record. So the date is March 13, and to whom you are paying? Ravi. So it will become by Ravi, that is 10,000. Sorry, it is 7,000. So it is 7,000. We are paying cash to Ravi. Okay, so the cash account will be credited, and if it will be credited, then it will become on the buy side. And to whom we are paying? We are paying to Ravi. Okay. So on March 15th, that is cash sales. It means we are selling our goods and receiving the cash amounted rupees 8,000. So this will as same as of our March 5th. So let's record it. So I will write the date here, that is March 15 to sales, and the amount is 8,000. Okay, because the cash account will be debited here, so I am debiting the cash account, and on credit we are writing the sales. Okay. So come to the next one now, that is March 18th, purchased furniture for cash. It means we are purchasing furniture and we are paying cash for it. And if we are made the payment, then we will write it on the buy side. Okay. So the date is March 18th, buy furniture. And the amount is rupees 6,000. So we will write the 6,000 on the buy side. So it will become 6,000. Okay. So we have purchased the furniture. It means our cash account has been credited. Okay. Next one is paid wages. It means we are paying expenses as the name of wages amounting rupees 380. It's a payment. So again we will write it on the buy side. So first I will write the date here, that is March 20, by wages, and amount is 380 rupees. Okay, it's a payment, so the payment side I have written the wages. Next is on March 24th, paid rent. It means we are paying rent of rupees 400. So again we will write it on the buy side. So that is March 24 by rent. Okay, so the amount is rupees 400. We have written the amount here. Next is March 26, received commission rupees 600. It means we are receiving the commission of rupees 600, and if we are receiving something, that it will be written on two side. Okay, so I am writing it here, March 26 to commission 600. Okay, so students, last two entries we had left. 28th March, withdraw for personal expenses 1,000. It means the owner is doing rupees 1,000 as his personal expenses. It means drawing, and on March 31st he is paying the salary of rupees 900. Both are the payments for us, so both will be written on the buy side. Okay, so it will become March 28th by drawings, because whenever a owner is doing personal expenses, the drawings account will be debited amounting rupees 1,000. And the last one is he is paying March 31st salary, so I am writing here by salary. rupees 900. So student, we have recorded every transaction of March month. Now we need to balance both the amount columns. Okay, both the amount columns we need to balance. So for balancing, we will just make a line after the amount figures. That will become 628 and 4. That will become 32,600. Now come to this side. Then it will become 82. It will become 6 here and 20. So students, the amount column of both the sides should be equal, and here we can see that there is a difference between both the columns. So we will calculate the difference amount, that is 32,600 minus 20,680. Okay, so it will become 921 and 1. The balance of 11,920 is the remaining balance of our cash. Okay, so we can write here March 31st by balance CD 11920, and then it will become equal to the 32600. Okay, 32600. Now the both side of our cash book is being equal. So students, if the balance of debit side is more than the balance of credit side, it means we have a positive balance of our cash. Suppose the credit balance is more than debit balance, then it will show the negative balance. And this balance, as we know that our debit balance is more than our credit balance in this question, it means this is the debit balance. This is called as the debit balance of cash book, and the amount is rupees 11,920. It means मार्च 31 के एंड में हमारे पास में 11,920 रुपये का कैश अवेलेबल है. ओके, सो दिस इज आवर क्वेश्चन ऑफ कैश बुक. So student, after the single column, in our next video we will start our double column cash book. Okay.